So my motivation for enrolling in the Master of Arts in Conflict Analysis and Management at RRU really stems from the fact that I want to pursue a career in the government as a at the senior management level. This program was one of the very few programs that actually offered a variety of courses on a practical level as well as the theoretical level. I have a Bachelor of Arts degree from Redeemer University College, double majoring in political science and psychology. In the early readings from the course, when I discovered that this field of conflict management was a multidisciplinary field which incorporates political science and psychology among others, I was thrilled because it just showed that my interests are actually a field in and of themselves. I also have a certificate in leadership from the Laurentian Leadership Center in Ottawa, and I studied my last semester of my undergrad degree in Ottawa, taking courses and also having an internship with the Minister of Citizenship and Immigration Canada. It was there where I really found my passion for politics, government, policy, and knew that I wanted to work in a senior administration level in the government one day. My conflict analysis and management skills at this point are quite minimal. However, I have had some experience or exposure to the conflict management field. A couple years ago, I was a union representative intern for the Christian Labour Association of Canada, where I was exposed to conciliation meetings, mediation, negotiating, bargaining, all sorts of things in conjunction with unions. Out of all of the jobs I was exposed to in my internship, it was the mediator's role that really intrigued me the most, because their job was to bring together two opposing groups to try to get some sort of compromise and agreement. Conflict is sometimes difficult to define. It might almost be easier to think of it as a spectrum, from disagreements and arguments with our parents to nations at war. Conflict is simply two sides issues that do not work together and are not in alignment with one another. By definition, there is nothing earth-shattering about this. This would seem quite normal, as we are all different and are going to have different viewpoints on a variety of topics. I think where conflict can become something negative is when it is not handled appropriately, where people's feelings get hurt and offense turns into aggression. Conflict doesn't have to be this way though. It can be valuable. Conflict allows for new ideas to emerge, creative alternatives, and it also provides a sort of balance of powers. The example that comes to mind is the opposition party in the House of Commons. Without this conflicting party, the government of the day is limitless in power and thus goes unchecked. Such unchecked power may abuse the power and citizens will suffer as a result. Where conflict becomes destructive and negative is when it takes on a violent form and people get hurt. Whether this is an argument between two people that gets physical, or nations turning to bombs and soldiers taking up arms. One of my favorite readings so far is the little book, Getting to Yes. I started reading it before we got our reading schedule, as it looked like an easy, small read. Although short, it is jam-packed with useful and innovative conflict management tips. I absolutely love these concepts, and I've been recommending this book to everyone, as conflict inevitably affects us all. One of the examples I love is when the author talks about two parties fighting over an orange. Eventually, the decision is to split the orange in half equally, only to find out that the one party quickly peeled the orange, threw out the peel, and ate the fruit, and the other party quickly peeled the orange, threw away the fruit, and used the peel for a pie. How foolish! With better communicating, each party could have received exactly what they wanted from the orange. I also love how the author explains that we don't have to choose between hard and soft styles of negotiating, but rather we can adopt a hard on the problem, soft on the people method.